Easter. Okay. Yesterday I made all my Easter food. Okay, because today I just want to like do something small, you know, and just rest, eat, and enjoy myself. Okay. So today we're making something very nice, something very, very healthy. Okay, your children can have it, your children are gonna enjoy it. Okay, so just stick with me to the end of this life. Okay, let's just continue. Okay, hold on one bit. I'm trying to boil my eggs. Okay, I'm trying to boil my eggs and trying to like let me get so let's start. Please don't mind my hand. I had a very, very serious accident. I was gardening and something entered my hand and it was just swelling up. I didn't even know, like literally I was just thinking it's just hurting. Then it started swelling. And I went to the GP. The GP gave me some medicine and it didn't stop swelling. So I went to the hospital and I just had the surgery done and it was the most painful thing ever. And you guys know it's my right hand and I love to cook, and anyway, it's getting better and I thank God. I thank God for life. I thank God for everything. And today we're not talking about me. We're just gonna cook, okay? So let's start. So here's my lentil. I soaked my lentil for a while, okay? Because I wanted it to get soft a bit, you know, because I'm just making it for the first time. I don't know how it's gonna taste, but we're just gonna make it just like moi moi, okay? So let's do it together. We got our onions, okay? So I'm gonna use one onions, and I'm gonna use these two peppers. I'm gonna use these two bell peppers. Don't start listening to all the things. Okay, let's do it together. So I'm just gonna cut the onions and okay, let's get the plate. Let's just okay. Let's just cook together. So you know I'm gonna boil. I am going to blend the lentils. So I'm not going to cut the onions alone. I'm just going to cut the onions like into four, you know, so that I can use it to blend the lentils. And I'm going to blend it with the pepper. Normally, I use the long pepper and the small pepper, but I couldn't get the long pepper in the market. It's Easter, some shops have closed, so I just have to make do with what I have, you know, at home. Okay? So if you cannot find beans, you can use lentil and it's going to be as delicious as beans. Okay, so let's continue. Just try to be as careful as possible because of my hand. I have to put something transparent on it so that it doesn't, so that something doesn't inside again. Yeah. So let's just remove the back, you know. So my egg, hello. Happy Easter. Hi, happy Easter. Happy Easter. Thank you. Thank you. So hello. Thank you so much. So I'm going to, my egg is cooking. Let me see. I think my egg is sweet. Okay, so I'm just gonna let the egg boil, then just continue with this. Okay. So some people say African food is not healthy. African food is healthy, and trust me. Now, one thing you guys need to know is that when you're making your food, you need to make sure that you have some healthy ingredients infused into it. It's just like when I'm making oats for my son. I like to use almond because I like to blend my almond into powder, and I use it to make and I use it with my oats. Yes, I'm making lentil moi moi, and sometimes with my oats for my son, I like to use flaxseed too. I blend flaxseed. Let me show you what is flaxseed. I know some people don't know what is flaxseed. So, let me show you. So, this is flaxseed. Look at it. It's seedy. Hi, April. How you doing? Hi, April James. Nice to see you here. April Jones. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining me. So this is flaxseed. So what I do, I boil it, I blend it and put it in the powder. You see? I put in the powder, and you can use it to make oats. You know, it's healthy. Guys. So this is my oats. Look. I blend my oats to powder because it's healthy. When you have a baby, when you have like a small child, and maybe your child don't like oats, like my son. Thank you so much. Thank you. My son doesn't like oats, but when I started blending the oats to powder, he started eating oats. So what I do, when I'm done blending, I put in this. Then this my flaxseed, I blend it. Okay. I blend my flaxseed. Okay, and you can use it with oats. Okay, you can use it to take oats. Like even if you're doing even if you're on a weight loss journey and you're trying to be healthy, that's what you should take. And the thing is that this flaxseed is very, very good. Even almond. Let me show you my almond. So this is my almond powder. Look, this is my almond seed. I blended the almond seed. I use it for oats too. You know, because these things are healthy and these things are good for you. It's good for children. It's good for their brain. And trust me, my son is very, very intelligent. He has not started school, but he's very, very intelligent because you need to start grooming them from small. What they eat is very, very important. It's very, very healthy. So when you say African food, you just need to know which part, what you're eating. You know. You need to know what you're eating, what you're putting in your body. Yes, sometimes I use beans to make moi moi, okay? But I just found out that lentil is also very, very healthy. It's very good for children. It's very good for adults. It's very, very healthy, okay? And I'm using red lentil. Okay? So when you go to the shop, you just tell them to give you red lentil. You know, and the thing is that you don't even need a lot of things. You don't even need a lot of things. You just need few ingredients and that's it. You don't need a lot. You know. So let me just tidy this. Let me wash it and I'll be right back. Let me turn the camera. Okay. Yeah, let's wash it. Get my bowl. So let me just wash it, and so this is what I'm going to use and blend the lentil. Okay, I'm going to use it to blend the lentil. Okay, just cut the onions, just make it a little bit, you know, into bits. Just cut it. Throw this in the dustbin. Let me go through this. Yes. I think my eggs is ready because my eggs have actually been cooking for a while. Make sure you don't overcook the eggs because you're gonna cook all the ingredients. You're gonna take out all the ingredients, all the nutrients. Okay. So don't overcook the egg. Just cook it 8 minutes That's enough. We cook the egg, put on 8 minutes to take it out from the fire. Just close it and leave it there. Okay? Don't overcook it. Okay? So sometimes I use mackerel, okay, but if you don't have mackerel, you can always use sardines to make your tea. I don't put crayfish. I don't put crayfish in my morning. I don't put it. Okay, you can put it though. You can put it, but I just don't really like. I don't really like crayfish. Okay, so this is our. Let me turn the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so straight out. So I'm gonna blend it. Time to blend. I'm gonna blend it. Let's get our blender. Now make sure your blender is very, very strong. Get a strong blender, okay? So that you don't end up with seeds, okay? So if your blender is not so strong, what you can do, you can always soak it for a long time. But when you're soaking it, make sure you're changing the water. Okay? Make sure you're changing the water from time to time. Okay? Blender. So we have our lentil. So let's just put the lentil inside. I think I'm even going to wash it again. Wash it and just drain it. Put it in a strainer and drain it, because make it easier. Let me just get a strainer. Make it easier for me. Wash it well. Wash it properly. Wash out anything. Wash it well. So use this strainer. Strain it out. Use this out in the blender. Okay, let's rinse out the strainer. So now wash your hands. So get your put this one inside. Okay. Put the red pepper inside. You put your onions inside. At this point, if you want to use crayfish, but I'm not using crayfish, I'm using fish, sardine. But if you want to use crayfish, you can put it at this point so that everything can just blend, incorporate, you know. So this is if you're Nigerian, you know what it is. This is tatashi and some other peppers. It's dried and blended. I like to add it at this point so that everything can just, you know, go in. So just put it. Just add water. Add water. Okay. Don't add too much water so that it's not watery. If you feel that you need to add more water when you're blending, you can just remove the top and sorry for the noise. Okay, sorry. Let me mute it. Sorry guys, I didn't want to disturb your ear with the blending noise, okay? That's why I had to mute it. I had to mute it for you guys to be able to hear so that you wouldn't be disturbed with a loud blender noise. Okay? So I'm done blending. Bless me. I'm done blending. I just want to let's clear the surface. Let's do the clear surface, okay? Hold on. Trying to take off there's some lentils that fell down, that fell on the sink. Just trying to clear them. Out. Okay. Okay, so let me go through it in the dustbin. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so let's take it out from the blender. Oops. I want you to check the consistency. See the consistency? Can you see it's looking like moi moi? It's already looking like moi moi. It's already looking like moi moi. It's looking good, you know. Isn't it? Is it looking good? Okay. Looking good. And let me just now make sure your lentil is not watery. Okay. Make sure it's not watery. That's why you need to be careful when you're blending it. You don't put hot water, or then it's going to come out too soft. Okay? You don't want it too soft and too hard. Okay? You just want it in between, soft and hard. Okay? Because you don't want to be eating it and it's strong. Because you're still going to boil it. You understand? You're still going to boil it. Okay? So you just need to be careful with the amount of water you put in it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm cooking and washing. That's just how I am. I'm sorry I'm making noise. A lot of noise. Sorry. That's just my nature. Okay. So just put it here. Let it dry. Let's hang it here. Let it dry. Okay, yeah. So now we're going to bring our eggs. Let's bring up our eggs. So So, okay, let's move. I think this is the messy place, so let's stay here. So we're going to bring our eggs. Okay, let's go to this side. Remember to, now, the best way to get your eggs out of the shell. When I was growing up, I like, sometimes when I boil egg and the egg will come out with the skin, I'll be like, oh my god, like, why can't this egg just be smooth? So now I learned the secrets on how to get the eggs out of the skin. So what I do is that when I finish boiling the egg, I put the egg in cold water. Cold water. I put in cold water for a while, then later I leave it for a while in cold water, and then I'll leave it in cold water for a while before I start peeling it. Okay, I start peeling it. I'm not gonna use this small spoon. We're going to use a spatula. Okay, this small. I'm going to use a spatula and do it. So now, now let me tell you something. Just have warm water around your kitchen, because when you're putting the seasoning, the Maggi and everything, sometimes if you're not careful, the Maggi it won't circulate well. So what I do when I put the Maggi, I usually like put warm water, just to make the Maggi kind of melt. Or what you can do, you can always melt the Maggi in warm water first before you put it inside, So let me just get some warm water, okay? So this is our all-purpose seasoning here. So we get our seasoning. Now, thank you. You can use, because it's a big batter, okay? It's a big batter. And I'm not going to put salt in this. Okay? I'm not going to put salt. If I want to put salt, I will need to dissolve it. I will need to dissolve it first, because I will need to dissolve it first. So if you want to put salt, make sure you kind of use warm water and other stuff, because you don't want one place to be salt, the other place to be like, it's not going to look nice, okay? So get your oil. I use curry. And please, you're not going to put thyme, okay? You're not going to put thyme or any other seasoning, just Maggi and curry. That's all, okay? Allow this to do a bit. So this is our seasoning. You can just put any amount you want. You see what I'm doing? Put it in one place and you put warm water on it so that it can kind of dissolve. Use the warm water to dissolve it kind of. Okay. Now, if you want to put palm oil, that's depends on you. But me, I don't like to put palm oil. I just use only groundnut oil. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So the eggs, just put the all-purpose. You can just put little. Okay. Look. So get the warm water. Just put it around. Remember, your batter is not supposed to be watery, okay? So see the warm water. Just use the Maggi and, so that the Maggi can dissolve, okay? And you turn it. I used to test it all. Okay, perfect. Trust me, it's perfect. So the curry, just put half spoon. Or you can put, just put half spoon. Depends on the quantity of the lentil you're making. Okay, depending on the quantity you're making. You see, that's all. You don't need to start putting a lot of ingredients, putting a lot of things. As is, just make it as basic as possible, and trust me, it will come out very, very nice. Like this, like my moi moi. My moi moi, my husband loves my moi moi a lot. Anybody that comes to my house will be like, girl, I need to eat your moi moi. Like, this your moi moi. I've missed your moi moi. Because trust me, you don't need to put all the whole ingredients in the whole wide world. Okay. So if I'm using mackerel, what I do, I season the mackerel, season it very, very well, then let it boil. Then later on, I just, pieces it and, put it so. So, have us, you can use, let me use 3. So if you don't have mackerel, you can always use this. This is also nice. It can serve. Okay, it's also nice. So what I do, just do it like this. Pour the water of the mackerel inside. You see? Then you open it. See? Put it in the plate. So the last one, I'll pieces it and put it inside. I'll put it inside it. See? So with the oil that is inside the mackerel, you don't need to add any other oil, but if you want to add another oil, is left for you. It depends on you, but depends on what you want though. But I think the oil in the mackerel is enough. The oil in the mackerel is enough. You don't need to add any other oil, okay? So let me wash my hand. Okay, so turn it well. Now this one, just this is it, you know, this is it a bit. So you see, this is the fish. Still has some oil on it. Let's just pour out some fish. So just pieces the fish, you know. Okay, then you can also, I put the last fish inside. So now let's go break the eggs and bring it out. So I want to show you how the egg comes out. You know, I told you about the hack about making your egg smooth. When you finish boiling the egg, put it in cold water. I like to sit in cold water. The water is going to get hot. Pour out the water, put it under cold water, and it's going to come out smooth. I just want to show you how the egg come out. Look, you can see. Let me show you. See how it comes out very, very smooth. So don't come and tell me, oh, my eggs are break with the shell. Look, can you see? Can you see? Comes out very, very smooth. Okay. So let me just do the rest, break the rest of the eggs and show you. So I want to show you the eggs. Look at the eggs. Look. Can you see how smooth the egg is? No skin on it, nothing. That's the hack. People are like, oh, when I boil eggs, oh, the skin comes out with it. That's what you need to do. Make sure you boil the egg and put it in the cold water and let it sit for a while. Then you remove the skin out, and the body is going to be smooth like this. Okay. So let me just take this out of the water. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to put it in the plate, how I'm going to do it, okay? So just stick around and keep watching me, okay? So get the eggs out. So let me just keep the pot. Guys, this is my eggshell. Somebody told me that they use eggshells for fertilizer, okay, and I'm planting peppers at my garden. That is even what made me have this injury, because I was trying to pull out the plant and the glove just tore into the gloves opened, and I had this on my hand. And but then again, I'm not gonna give up on gardening. Okay, so I'm just saving all these eggshells because I'm gonna use them for fertilizer and see what what the person said is works. Okay, I'm gonna see if it works. So I'm just gonna be saving them. I'm gonna be saving them. Okay, so yeah, back to what we're doing. Get our line. Okay, so you just cut them. You can cut them into 2, you can cut them into 3, depends on how many. Let me eat some. Okay. So, yes, so I'm done cutting so now let's test. Very, very nice. Fluffy. So this is our batter. This is our plate. We're going to use it, and we're going to use it to do our moi moi. Okay? We're going to use it to do our moi moi. Let me just rinse this one a bit. Yeah, so you can just add a little oil around it, so that I don't think it's gonna stick, because I've used it before and it didn't stick. But you just add some oil around it. Let's get your spoon. Get the big spoon. The big spoon does the job faster. Okay. Just put in the plate. Just put it halfway. Don't put the plate all. Put it halfway, so that you can done well. Oops. Okay. So you can always put the fish. Use the fish to put on it, and put the egg. Okay. Put the fish on it and the egg. I'm gonna use foil and do the rest. Okay. Hello. So let's just close it. It's like it's not enough. Just trying to close it. Close the other one. I'm gonna use foil and do the rest because I think it's finished. finished. So I'm just trying to cover it properly so that it doesn't pour. So this one is, let me throw this in the dustbin right back. And use this one. Okay. Let me use olive cream. Let me use this one. Okay. Now get my flat plate. So just roll them out of this plate. Normally I use this, but this is Easter and I can't get no shop open, so just have to make do with what I have. Okay. Okay. Don't put a lot so that it doesn't burst. Make sure you give space. See? Give space for it. Give space for it. So you can use leaf. You can use leaf because sometimes I use leaf for it. But it's Easter and you can't get all those things now. You can't get them now because all the shops are closed. So you have to make do with what you can. I was actually thinking my plate is remaining like 10, but I miscalculated it. Yes, I guess I gotta make do with what I have. Okay. Okay. I'll use this one. Make sure you clean it up nicely. So, okay. Let's put this one on top here. I will still put them in this one. I would use something to close it. I would use a plate to close it. I'll use this to close it.
SWT Mum, WA Business Audio.
This one is going to knock the edges well, because if you don't knock it well, it's going to come out. Okay. So clean up, clean them up. Okay. Okay. Cleaned up nicely. you. Thank you for speaking up with me. Okay? Thank you guys. Okay. Let's open that. So, this is the last one. This one. Trying to make it as big so it can contain everything. Okay. You just put everything inside. All the fish, everything. Clean up Yeah, this one. Let me just put the fish in this one. Fish is so much. So just find a way. Find a way to wrap it. Let me rinse this one. Arrange it well. Arrange it well. Because I'm going to cover it until this one boils. They're all going to boil. Cool. Get this out of the way. Clear your surface. Clear. Get this one out of the way. So I'll use this, cover it up, because I want to lock in the steam. Lock in the steam, okay? Cover it up. Remember to put water. You see? Add water. Add water, at least half of the pan. So that it can cook. Put it at the side. From time to time, be checking the water. Oh my. From time to time, be checking the water. When you look as if the water is almost finished, add it back. okay? Because that is what we're going to use to cook it, okay? That is the water we're going to use to cook it. So, close, okay? Turn the gas. Pour some water inside. Some water poured. Now let it cook, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like later on, okay? So make sure you're checking it from time to time. Make sure you're checking it from time to time. When you feel like the water is almost finished, make sure you put back the water. Be adding water from time to time, so that's the water it uses to cook. Okay, so when I'm done, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so let me go. Bye. See you later. I'm gonna come back on the live and show you how it looks. Okay. Ciao, ciao.